I was born in 1970, and if you want to talk about Republicans screwing us the entire time that I've been alive, Richard Nixon expanded the war in Vietnam into Laos and Cambodia. He also introduced legislation for the HMO Act, which took insurance, which was nonprofit and made it for profit. And then we have Gerald Ford, who forgave Dick Nixon for his crimes. And then you have Jimmy Carter come in, and we end with Iran, with the whole thing with the hostages in Iran, and we find out later that Ronald Reagan put pressure on them to not release the prisoners until after the election so he could win. Then Ronald Reagan started working actively with the Heritage Foundation, trickle down economics, allowing for crack to come into our society while saying, don't do drugs. Um, Iran Contra, working with the Heritage Foundation. You have George Bush Sr., who goes to war in the first Persian Gulf conflict, even though Iraq invades Kuwait, but seriously. And then we have Bill Clinton for 8 years, and he leaves with a surplus. And you get George Bush, who does the first major, huge tax cut for the wealthy, and gets us involved in Iraq and Afghanistan. And then Donald Trump, with all his bullshit, tax cut of 2017, the tax cut of 2025, and now the invasion of Iraq and Venezuela in the last year. I thought we were getting no new wars from these motherfuckers. Seems like there's a theme, at least throughout my entire life, and I'm 55 fucking years old.